Hey guys, Barbara here. Google lets you see a document at every stage of its life. I'll show you what I mean. Google automatically saves every change you make to your documents, presentations, and spreadsheets. Not only does it save these changes, it also keeps track of all the changes that ever get made in what they call the version history. With this version history, you're able to restore a document to the exact moment you're looking for, or copy specific text from an older version of a document, as well as determine who has made what changes. Only editors of a document are able to see the version history. You're unable to see the version history if you're given commenting or viewing rights. Let's get you set up. In order to demonstrate how version history works, I will use this course's outline table. Bear in mind that version history is the same in Google Docs, Slides, Sheets, and Sites. You will have the features covered in this video available in each of those respective tools. I shared the document with Katie Ocker, our training lead here at Open Networks. Katie jumped in to help me plan the content and concepts taught in these videos. Let's have a look at this document through its various stages of life. You will see the document from the moment it was started to its current state. From the File menu, head to Version History. Here you will see two options. The first is to name the current version. This feature is particularly useful if you have different stages of a document's life that need to be recorded. For example, you could have a draft version, a moderated version, and a final version. All these versions will be kept in one single document. One document, one truth. There is no need to have multiple documents of the same document. Use this feature to keep track of your documents. The other option here is to see the version history. Let's open it up. This is the screen that lets you see a document, presentation, or spreadsheet at the various stages of its life. In the top left, you will find the print icon. You can print a document from any point of time. On the right-hand side is where all the edits are tracked. If you name different versions, you will be able to filter this view to only show versions that have been named. Simply toggle this icon on or off. Now I can only see the initial start, the draft, and the final document. Notice how I can also see who has edited these versions. Here, I can see that both Katie and Luke made an edit, and here I accessed it with one of my other accounts. If I toggle this view off, it will go back to the entire audit trail. You will notice that with this view, you have a much more detailed look from each time the document was edited. I'll scroll to the bottom of the screen and begin on the initial start. See how everything in this document has been highlighted as I scroll. This indicates that when this document started, I copied all of this data from somewhere else and pasted it here. It's a nice way to tell if someone has done a copy and paste to ensure if referencing is needed, etc. I needed a table from a different project I had been working on and needed to edit it for a new project. You will see that the previous version has text at the top. Let's move up the timeline to 40 minutes after I did the copy and paste. See how I removed all the text here? Those lines show I deleted something. Let's go to the next day. The new project now has a proposed completion date. The same night, just before midnight, it looks like I decided I no longer needed this column, so that was removed. Let's fast forward in time a bit to the end of September. Notice how this document has gotten some visitor activity along the way. Here you can see both Katie and Luke edited the document. The little samosa icon over here on its side tells me that there is more to the story. If I click on it, it expands in more detail when Katie made edits. From here, I can see that she opened the document at 9:20 and did something until 9:30. Let's go and have a look and see what she was up to. As I scroll down the document, anything that is visible as a document only shows that nothing here was changed. See the highlights that now appear and the crossed out lines? This is where Katie was working. You can see she copied text in from somewhere else and pasted it in here. She was keeping track of the data in another document as she was building courses. She then removed some data and changed the headers. If you want to name a version in this view, it's not a problem. If you click into the area that has the timestamp, it gives you an editable field. Simply type in the name you would like this version to be called, and then click away. That version will now be named and the timestamp added below. From the 3 dots that appear, you are also able to remove a name or make a copy of this version. If you want to copy text from here to use somewhere else, you can simply copy what you need. If you want to go back and see that document in full view, in the top left-hand corner of this window, you will see the ability to restore a version. When you select this button, you will be prompted if you would like to restore the version. You will be able to revert back at any time. I'll select Restore. My document will now change to the previous version. You can do whatever you need with this document now. At the top of Google Docs, Slides, and Sheets, you will see that all changes are tracked. It will show you that the last edit was made seconds ago or 15 minutes ago. This is actually a hyperlink to your version history. If you click on it, your version history will open. Notice how it shows in the version history that I restored a previous version of the document. Your documents are constantly tracking what is happening. If I go back to the final version, I can restore it again to that version that I am currently working on. Never again will you need to worry about losing work or wondering which version of a document you're working in. With G Suite, everything is done in one place. It saves you time and helps you to minimize the need to have multiple versions of documents. Enjoy using this powerful feature.